All right, you guys know Mrs. Riley, and I'm Dr. Outhouse filling in for Ed. Ed is at a conference today, so we're going to talk about some guidance issues, specifically with graduation, and for our students who are juniors and trying to figure out if they're going to have enough credits to go back to the high school. So I'm going to start by talking about summer school, because this is the question I get probably asked at least 3 times a day. Am I able to go to summer school? What do I have to do to go to summer school? So we want to do a speaker series where we answer some of these questions. For summer school, one of the most important things between now and the end of the year, we're going to look at your attendance across the year, but let's pretend that your attendance hasn't been great this year. If you have 80% attendance or higher from this moment on, you can be eligible for summer school. So that's the first hurdle. So attendance really, really matters this next 10 weeks. We're of course going to look at your CRI score. So your career readiness inventory scores something every Monday you chart. So we want to see that you're 160 or higher. If you're a little bit below that, you can talk to guidance, you can talk to whoever your advisor is, and we'll look at it if we've seen significant improvement, but 160 is your goal, so let's try to hit that. Behavioral incidents, so once in a while students get written up. When that happens, I usually talk to you or a social worker or guidance or somebody. Let's not have any major behavioral issues. In summer school, we don't have our full staff. We have a limited group of adults working with our students, and so because of that, we don't have the ability to manage behaviors that we handle during the academic year. So if you've had a situation already this year, you can talk to us individually about it, but the point is from this moment on, really we should see the best efforts out of folks who are trying to get into summer school. Last but not least, people ask, hey, how many credits can I get in summer school? Typically, students are earning 3 credits. This is how you earn 3 credits. You would be in 4 classes for 4 weeks, and you would be working. If you're not working, we would try to help you find a job. We might be able to, have an arrangement where you're doing some sort of internship. Maybe you're not getting paid, but we would work with you, think creatively if we could, to help you get that 3rd credit. If not, the 2 credits is still something that can help a lot of our students. So summer school is 4 weeks this year versus 2, but there could be a student or 2 who doesn't need as many credits. And in those situations, you could have a shortened day for 4 weeks, or you might even be able to squeeze it in at 2 weeks. So individually, you'll have those conversations with Ed or Miss Riley, but the point is this: we have not ruled out summer school for anybody yet. We're going to start looking really closely today and beyond. Ms. Riley's going to talk a little bit about credit recovery.
So I want to talk to you guys about credit recovery because I've been talking mainly to the seniors. There is going to be a cutoff date this year. It was May 18th. It is now May 25th. Having said that, it sounds like a long time away, but it really is only about 40 school days. So in order to qualify for credit recovery, you have to have the same criteria. Your attendance has to be 80% or better. Your CRI has to be 160 or above, and you can't have any major behavioral incidents. So I've talked to some of you seniors. We've had meetings about it. I continue to look at your grades. They're creeping up there, but until they get to the 60, which is the passing grade, I can't make you active on grad point. This is making me very, very nervous because I have a list of all of you kids who are supposed to be on and are on, and the vast majority right now are inactive. So that clock is ticking. This is one of the reasons we want to have these meetings because time is running out. We need to get those grades up. We only have one more marking period for graduation, but especially credit recovery. That has a shorter deadline. Again, May 25th is going to be the deadline for that. And for some of you, that could mean that you won't graduate on time. For some, that could mean you won't be able to make it back to the high school, which is what you started out wanting to do at the beginning. Let's make sure that we start meeting that criteria for credit recovery. If I don't have you on credit recovery and you feel like it's something you should have had, please see me, make an appointment, and I'll be happy to meet with you.
And Mrs. Riley and Ed regularly are meeting with students, and so they've had situations where a student had been failing all their classes. They got it to a point where 5 of 6 they're passing. They can't even do some probational stuff on a case-by-case basis if it's going to help you. So the point is this: if you're coming in regularly, you're having ongoing conversations with Ed or Jean, we can work with you. But step 1 is coming to school regularly, getting all those numbers where they need to be with CRI, with your grades, with your behavior. Mrs. Riley mentioned going back to the high school. This is something that was really new last year. So we've been working really hard to allow students to transition back. Last year was the first time, around this time, we started to talk about, hey, what juniors are going to go back to the high school. Most of the juniors thought that we were telling them something that wasn't true, that wasn't going to happen. Well, this fall, we had around 15 students go, and 13 of the 15 actually are still there on pace to graduate. And so if you were someone who came to us in your sophomore or junior year with a goal of being back at East Hartford High for your senior year, and if that's still your goal, we need to know that sooner than later. And so how we're going to handle that is after you're done with the speaker series, either today or the next school day, you're going to fill out a form that details what are your plans for next year. So we're not going to hold you to this. This is just giving us an idea of where you stand right now. So for example, if you're a junior, we're going to ask you, hey, if you get if you're at 15 credits, 15 and a half credits, 16 credits, or if you're going to be there by the end of the summer, do you want to go to the high school or do you want to stay at Synergy? So we need to know what your what your plans are. And then what we do is we take a look at your transcript and then we talk to the high school. And if you're doing fabulously here, you've made that credit goal. The high school last year basically just took everyone we recommended. So we hope to have some students this year who want to go back. If you want to stay, that's fine too. But the point is, we're going to support you if you're making good decisions and if your credits are where they need to be. Summer school will be very important for that. So, but know this, we're going to be talking to you sooner than later. So get thinking about what you want to do. When you fill out that form, if you change your mind a week later, just hunt us down. So we're not going to hold you to it, but we need the rough ideas. Additionally, one of the things we're going to ask you on that form, internships. So we have maybe a slight possibility where we might be able to add 1 or 2 students fourth quarter. Probably not, but there might be 1 or 2 spots open. But next fall, we need to know who's coming back, who's interested in internships. If you go to summer school, or even if you don't go to summer school, that's a way for you to get an extra credit. You can talk to many people in your classes right now. Maybe you did an internship this year already. We've had a lot of success with that. We want to continue that. We need to know who's interested, though, so we can hit the ground running for next fall. So talk to us, fill out that form accurately, talk to us about what you're interested in, and we hope to help you achieve your graduation goals or your credit goals for this year.
So graduation, this is specifically for the seniors. We will be having a senior meeting coming up soon. I do have the assessment sheets from East Hartford High School. So some of you may want to go to High Meadows with the high school. Well, this is something that Dr. Outhouse pushed for, and we have made that happen where we do send kids on their trip. But trust me, the criteria for that is you have to have been here doing what you're supposed to do, passing your classes, not, being out of area, all of those kinds of things. So there is a criteria to fit for that. And we do have quite a few students that fit that criteria, but you do need to pay for that with an assessment form. And we'll be telling you more about that at the senior meeting, which will be coming up soon. Also prom. I hear the prom is May, I think it's 15th, but the tickets are going on sale May 9th. I may be off on when the actual prom is for the high school, but I do know that May 9th is when tickets go on sale for that. I'll let you know more about that at the senior meeting. So it's really important that you're in school now every single day, especially seniors, because there's a lot of information out there. Spring is here, but it doesn't seem that way, so that throws everybody off a little bit. And trust me, before you know it, we're going to be doing all these things. So you got to get on board and make sure, this fourth marking period is a good one. Grades will close on Friday, Thursday?
Friday we have off.
Friday we have off, so next Thursday, grades close. So take that week, take advantage of it, make sure you're getting in all your extra work so we can have passing grades on your report cards. Yeah, and so in summarizing some of what Ms. Riley said, you have the opportunity to earn credits in all of your classes, but that bonus credit, your CRI score, hall room behavior, lunchroom, all this stuff matters. And so our staff regularly redirects you. We're not doing that to give you a hard time. We want you to have an opportunity to earn all your credits.
So, there's a lot of time left in the year to do some good things. And so I hope that you are not discouraged wherever you are. I hope you're excited that you still have an opportunity to end the year on a positive note. That might mean that you have to go to summer school, not the end of the world. There would be partial days. It will be something that puts you in position to get back on track. We've tried to answer all the questions we're getting today. One of the last questions you're going to have on the sheet that you fill out in a moment is if you have any other questions for us. And so we'll look through all of those, and we will find people individually, or if there's something that you ask that we feel like we need to get out to the entire student body, maybe it's just seniors, we will do that. And so put your best foot forward. Let's end the year on a positive. And again, any questions, hunt us down. We want you to be successful, and we believe in you, and you can end this year the way you started. And we were really thrilled with how folks started. We've hit that time in March where we're getting worried about seniors, underclassmen. This usually happens. We know that you're going to fight through it and have a successful year, but don't hesitate if we can help you with any small or big thing. So
Okay.
give Ms. Riley the last word.
Thank you. I just want to say, please make sure you're in school now. This is a very important time of year. I am very proud of all the internships and how that's all gone, and I'm very proud of all of you and look forward to this last marking period where all the fun happens, hopefully.
Go Syracuse.
Hopefully. Okay, thank you.